Hello and welcome to Super Over Decoded, powered by IDFC FIRST Bank.
Absolutely smashed.
The setup. It's the first ODI of the series. Obviously, this trip hasn't been that great for India, whether it's Ireland or England. Now, after the first ODI, the players, there are quite a few changes. A lot of guys are coming in, and the experienced one. While the T20 side was inexperienced, the ODI side is kind of well settled and has a lot of experience with the likes of Virat coming back, Rohit coming back, Jasprit Bumrah coming back, KL Rahul coming back. So it was, quite a settled side, to be fair. There are maybe a couple of them missing. Maybe Hardik Pandya would be one of them who's missing. Harshit's injured and Varun's injured, so they are not part of this ODI setup as of now. But otherwise, I think this is a good side. And a little bit of pressure, like I said, of what has happened in the past, maybe a couple of weeks or something. Okay, the toss was quite interesting because as far as the pitch is concerned, in Edgbaston, in Birmingham, it's generally a high-scoring pitch, but because of the English summer, and it's been rather quite dry and hot this summer has been in England. So most of the venues, they would look to keep a little bit of extra moisture, especially for the one-day games. In T20, still all right, it's a 40-over affair. But in a one-day game, which starts in the morning and then goes on through the day, and for 100 overs, I felt there was a little bit of an extra moisture on that surface, around 6 mm grass on it. It seemed like would be an helpful pitch for the bowlers. India went in with quite an interesting combination with 3 fast bowlers. One fast bowler as an all-rounder in Shivam Dube, more than an all-rounder, he'll be a batter who could bowl, and got 2 spinning all-round in Washington and Aksar. Right, Gurnoor Brar playing his first game in England, someone that has been very, very impressive against Afghanistan. The toss was won by Harry Brook, the English captain, and to my surprise, he elected to bat first. Let's pause here for a moment. In cricket, every run you score stays on the board. It builds your total over by over. Even the quiet overs matter because those small contributions add up over time. Now think about your everyday spending, groceries, travel, dining, bill payments. What if every transaction didn't just spend but gave something back? With IDFC FIRST Bank's lifetime free credit cards, you get rewards, lounge access, and multiple benefits, all with 0 annual fee. Because real advantage isn't about one big shot. It's about consistent returns accumulating over time. England decided to bat first, winning the toss, and like I said, the pitch had something in it, a little bit of extra moisture is what I thought. And Indian bowlers bowled really well. Jasprit Bumrah, along with Prasidh Krishna, that opening spell was absolutely fabulous. England were, even though they're quite attacking. Ben Duckett and Jacob Bethel, both of them attacking batters, but they only managed to get 20 runs in the first 7 overs without losing a wicket. And that was crucial as far as England was concerned because there was a lot of play and miss, a lot of oohs and ahs, but then they managed to kind of protect their wicket for the first 7 odd overs. And then, like I said, Bumrah, first spell, brilliant, then Prasidh, brilliant. Gurnoor comes in. In the first 2 overs, he was very expensive, went for 26 in the first 2. And England were rather comfortable, 61 without loss, because what I also thought that they kind of nullified the initial movement or help for the bowlers bit with that 61-run opening partnership. Ben Duckett was really good. He attacked. He basically got, especially the first over of Gurnoor, I think went for 19 or something. So bulk of his runs, his 40-odd, was of Gurnoor's 2 overs. But then the twist was after that, when Gurnoor came in to bowl his third, was change of ends for Gurnoor. He was bowling from the pavilion end. He went to the far end, which is known as the city end in Edgbaston, Birmingham. Bowled from there, and he picked up 2 wickets, and both the openers. So he picked up the wicket of Jacob Bethel, and then he picked up the wicket of Ben Duckett as well. And this is where I thought the captaincy was very good from Shubman Gill. Straight away realized two new batters Shubman Gill did was to get Jasprit Bumrah for another over. Rather Prasidh Krishna from the other end. So Prasidh comes in, he picks up a wicket, he gets Jasprit Bumrah, he picks up a wicket, and suddenly within 20 runs, England had lost 5 wickets. From 61 for nothing, or 61 for no loss, England were kind of 107 for 6 and struggling big time. The movement, obviously, in the first 6, 7, 8 overs, the movement was quite prodigious, so it beat the bat. But then once the movement kind of, the extra moisture kind of evaporated, it was settling down, and the reduced lateral movement kind of helped the bowlers to get those outside edges, which went amiss in the first few overs. Yeah, it was 120 odd run partnership between Liam Dawson and Joe Root. Joe Root was not out till the end, 76 off 76. Dawson got 68, but that partnership kind of took England to a good position. But then, just when you started thinking they'd get to 275, 280 if they play smart cricket, Liam Dawson gets out, Jofra Archer gets out, Josh Tongue gets out, Rashid gets out, and then suddenly that 275, 280, which was looking like they would get it. $259 is what India needed, and it was a watchful start, and you'd expect that for 2 reasons. One, as I mentioned before, the pitch had some assistance, but it got better with that extra moisture drying up, and it was again a hot day and a dry day in Birmingham. So the pitch flattened out a little bit, but still had help for the fast bowlers. Like I mentioned, there was 6 mm grass on that pitch, and obviously that extra bounce and variable bounce. The second reason being, if you look at Rohit Sharma, if you look at all his big runs, he had a set template where he would start off slowly and then pick up pace. All the 3 double hundreds that he's got the first 50 in 70, 72 deliveries, somewhere on that region. So I thought it's only fair that Rohit goes back to his older template, because he had changed that template only because of T20 cricket and the change when he became the captain and the change he wanted to see in the team, and he wanted to kind of do that himself. But then now that he's not playing T20Is anymore, I think it's only fair and it's only sensible, I believe, for him to go back to his older template, which has helped him score those big hundreds. Anyways, he started off like that, but unfortunately one poor shot against Sam Curran. He wanted to hit over mid-on against the angle, sliced it to mid-off. So India lost Rohit quite early. Then Virat comes in and Harry Brook. I think by then Jofra Archer had already bowled 4 and seemed like he's not going to bowl. But next over, Virat comes in and is on strike, and Harry Brook brings in Jofra Archer to bowl that extra over. Generally in the heat, someone like Jofra Archer, 4 overs is good enough, because he's been playing continuously, right? He played the Test series against New Zealand, then he played the T20, and then now the ODIs. So I thought that was a good piece of captaincy from Harry Brook to get your premier bowler against Virat. Virat hits the first short ball to the boundary, but then second one was full and straight. Tried to flick it, was caught right in front of the stumps. Now India suddenly, I wouldn't say were in trouble, but lost 2 big names, Rohit and Virat, and the fact that they're coming back after again, because they're only playing this format. So it was a little bit of a disappointment. I'm sure a lot of people wanted to watch both of them bat and both of them get runs. You already saw Joe Root get a really good innings while batting. But anyways, then the story, I think the story predominantly of India's run chase, 2 partnerships, 200 plus run partnership. First of them came when these 2 wickets fell. It was Shubman Gill and Shreyas Iyer. So captain, vice captain. Shubman Gill was absolutely magnificent. It just seems like he's got so much of time. And Shreyas as well. I mean, we've seen him in the T20. He looked in good nick. Unfortunately, as a skipper, couldn't win any of those games. But then Shubman and that partnership was crucial. 100+ run partnership where Shreyas played a little bit of the second fiddle, and Shubman goes on to get 80. Then he feels a little bit of a hamstring issue, so he goes out as retired hurt. India looked very, very comfortable when these two are batting. And then suddenly, Shubman Gill goes out retired hurt. Shreyas run out. KL Rahul comes in, gets an inside edge onto the stumps, and India are 4 down. And then again, this just a little bit of sense of panic, I believe, because what has happened in the last 2 weeks, and you start thinking, oh, hope it's not going that way again. But then the second 100+ run partnership happens between Axar and Washington, 2 left-handers. They were extremely calm, collected, very composed, clinical in that run chase, both of them getting to their 50s, Axar and Washington, and just making sure that India gets through. 260 odd, 62 I believe India finished at. But then it was really, really important because both of them are in the team as an all-rounder, and you want your all-rounders to contribute with both the bat and the ball, especially in this game. Axar did that. He got that half century and then 4 wickets as well. It was quite impressive. It was very impressive, and how calmly they kind of chased down those runs. I think that was the most impressive bit of it. And the other thing that comes to my mind is these two are part of that T20 squad. So they must have been carrying a bit of a baggage from those 7 games, Ireland and England. But just to leave all of that behind and kind of look at it as a totally different game I thought was a good sign of the strength of their character. But anyways, India, the first one, first ODI, the first of 3, wins it, goes 1-0 up. A sense of relief, I would like to believe, in that dressing room for a lot of fans as well. The first victory of the tour. So yeah, it's a good start, and especially this format where the focus is right now is on 50 over format because of obviously the World Cup in 2027. Well, the turning point for me was the toss, because when I looked at the pitch before the game started, I was like, oh, that is, and I was thinking as an opening batter, I was like, okay, if I had to bat first on that pitch, I would be not very happy. I had to be really watchful. But then the moment Harry Brook decided after winning the toss that he's going to bat, I was surprised, like, that doesn't sound right. Now, obviously, I was talking about how they tried to nullify, and it was to a certain extent when the first wicket partnership was of 61. But then one is, obviously, there was still a lot of help, and England lost those 5 wickets. That's one thing. And they could have lost more in that first 5-7 overs when there was a lot of play and miss. They were quite lucky to survive, I would say. Indian bowlers were brilliant as well. That's one side. The other side of the story is, if you put India, who's anyways under pressure because winless before this game, all the top three guys were not part of T20. So they are coming after a while, or they were playing cricket after a while. Virat was playing this format, or international cricket rather, after 6 months or something. The last international game was way back in January. So I always thought, yeah, even though you thought, yeah, I can manage these conditions, our batters can manage these conditions, but one is that, but secondly, also look at the opposition and what the opposition wouldn't want to do. And I thought on that pitch, because Shubman did mention at the toss that had he won the toss, he would have wanted to bowl first. And I thought that was a fair comment. And so for me, I think winning the toss and electing to bat first was the turning point. Well, the final verdict. Obviously, this format, as I mentioned, is in focus. The World Cup's in, I think, September, October 2027. It's a set side with a lot of experience and obviously a lot of class. So for me, I think it was only natural that India would do well in this format and needs to, and especially after the T20 series. But it was a very good victory and an overall performance from the bowlers and then the batters. Now, maybe a couple of things to think about is in that middle phase, even though I thought Indian bowlers did well, but then there was an opportunity. Had India got a wicket, or an out-and-out attacking bowler in that middle phase, maybe England wouldn't have got to 258. And there are a few options, like Kuldeep's there in the squad. Now the challenge with that is, if you bring in Kuldeep in place of any of the spinners, then you're compromising with the bat, as in the batting depth. Akshar, Washington, Shivam Dube. So right now, Indian batting is still number 8 and proper batting, right? But then the moment you replace one of those spinners with Kuldeep, then it comes down to 7. I'm not saying Kuldeep can't bat, but then, what I'm saying is a proper, like Akshar and Washington, right? So these guys are proper all-rounders. So that's where I think it becomes a little tricky. Ideally, you would want someone like a Kuldeep in that middle phase, picking wickets, attacking bowler, and that's what wrist bowlers are. But as of now, in this current combination, you have 2 finger spinners who are, generally speaking, even though Akshar picked up 4 wickets, don't get me wrong that way, but it's generally a little defensive, finger spinners are, or can be. But wrist spinners are obviously, and they have a little more variation, so that would increase their chances of picking wickets, whether it's googly, flipper, and all of that. So I think that's one thing that India needs to think about. How can you manage to get someone like Kuldeep in that playing 11 without compromising with batting? One obvious choice is, and I'm sure will happen when Hardik comes back, he's available and he's playing. Then you get Hardik as one of your 3 main seamers. But right now the other 3 seamers, they aren't, how I would say, someone as in bowlers who could contribute with the bat. Maybe when Harshit is fit and he's available, maybe can think of playing Harshit, who can contribute with the bat, and play Kuldeep, who can also contribute with the bat. So that kind of makes up a little bit. But that is something that India needs to kind of think about, is trying to accommodate someone like Kuldeep Yadav for those middle over phase where you still need to pick wickets. But it was a good win, and like I said before, finally a victory on this trip for India.
Thank you for watching Super Over Decoded, powered by IDFC FIRST Bank.